Hello guys, and today is some sad news. If you want to find out what it's about, then stay tuned. Hello people, and welcome back to Jon Sheppard Fitness. There was no training today. I've got two videos out at the same time. I'm doing something different. I'm going to see what happens if I release two videos at the same time on the same day. If you want to know what the other video is, watch this video and it will be at the end screen at the end. But today's video, this one, is some very sad news. If you haven't heard, if you're not really on social media that much, then Bodypower 2020 is cancelled. There is no Bodypower at all this year. It was just put on social media, on Instagram itself, by Bodypower and the CEO Nick Orton, that Bodypower this year, due to all the circumstances with COVID, it's not worth them risking people's safety and lives just in case we have an outbreak, just in case, you know, the pandemic spreads again, and also there's no clarity on if events can be staged indoors. So they've decided to, instead of people hoping it's going to come on, like myself, it has been cancelled until next year. It is on exactly the same time as usual next year, which is the 14th of May to the 16th. So if you are worrying about, you've just bought a ticket again for October, or your tickets which extended to the October which you bought in May, you don't have to worry. Anybody who has bought a ticket for Bodypower this year, that ticket can be used for next year. So you don't have to worry about that. That's the good thing about Bodypower. They always think about us first, and they let us know straight away, no beating around the bush. And that's why Bodypower is such a good event to go to, especially if you're in fitness. Of course, this changes everything on my outlook, and this is why you need to watch the other video as well, because it's sort of like a double header video. Obviously I was going to compete. I've just now started prep again, getting ready for gyms, and that is what the other video is about how gyms are gonna be like now when they're opening up, and the actual date. If you still don't know, if you don't know the date of when gyms are opening up, you really are not into fitness. But Bodypower was where I was gonna compete. I was gonna compete in May, and it got cancelled. I was 8 weeks away from actually competing in men's physique for the first time ever, and I wanted to do on the biggest stage. You know, Bodypower is where most people will be going, heading. So I want to show my physique off to as many people as possible, and that's why I thought, let's do it at somewhere crazy like Bodypower. And it got cancelled. Knocked my confidence down a bit, my motivation was gone. But when I heard that it was reopening and I was thinking about doing it again at the end of October, I thought, well, if this pandemic disappears or eases down, the show will go on and I will be able to re-enter and compete at this Bodypower in October. Well, obviously it's not happening. The PCA, which was organising that event at Bodypower, they are now officially still running their competitions 12 weeks, I think, after the gyms open, to give people time to prepare and get in shape again, you know, if they're not, which I think is still, if you haven't had no workouts at all, it's gonna be hard to get in shape or get back to that peak show condition in that amount of time. But I've got a dilemma now. I wanted to do the Bodypower not because of views on YouTube, like some people could say. I want to do Bodypower because of that main reason. I don't think I'll probably ever do another show ever, and I put everything on the table. I wanted to do one show, and I wanted to do a show. It's like, if you're going to do one show, you do it at the Olympia or the Arnold's, wouldn't you? If you was only going to do one show, if you could. This is the next stage, I would say. Well, you know, I'm not going to go and compete against people who are seasoned pros, you know, where I'm competing different areas and stuff. I don't want that, because the publicity is not as good. If I got a real good physique and for somehow I did really good, Bodypower, there's so many companies, you know, fitness people who will look at me, and I might get something out of it. Probably wouldn't, but you know, I'm putting myself on there, and also because I'm training as a personal trainer, people will look at me wanting to know how I got in shape and how I got in shape, you know, even though I had a coach to do it then, but this time I didn't. I was going to do it all myself, and it's all gone a bit tits up. So I am now in a stage. I've put a poll on Instagram today, and I'm asking people, should I still cut, and you can answer this if you want, should I still cut and go for a show this year if shows happen? If they don't, I'm cutting for no reason again. I mean, I'm cutting for stage, you know, so it's not just to look good, to, you know, I'll be down to bare minimum, you know, fat, and it's not advisable to do that for no reason. Should I do that, or should I scrap it all and start eating, getting big, getting strong, lifting heavy weights, you know, and putting on some serious mass and muscle, so next year I will actually be a lot bigger than I am now if I do it right. I want to know, and I want people who, you know, are loyal to me, who subscribe to me, who comment, and even if you are new to this channel, comment down below, what would you like to see? It's not only for me, because basically it is my life that I'm deciding whether I'm going to do it or not. It's also for what you would like to see. Would you like to see me cut and see me as shredded as possible and maybe not entering nothing? Or would you like me to scrap it all from like when gym's open and start bulking up? You know, I will do a lean bulk, so I'm going to look as good as possible on a bulk and do that. You know, I'm 50-50 at the moment. I really am 50-50. The PCA are bringing out their schedule next week, so probably next week I will decide whether or not to do. If there's a Midlands one, a West Midlands, a Birmingham one, I might enter. It depends on when they do it, because it was May, so it could be any time. Obviously, I've also got a PCA card, so I don't want to just waste it for no reason. So yeah, please comment down below and let me know, you know, and how do you feel about Bodypower not being on? Do you think people who was going to Bodypower, we should like arrange a meet or something, because we can meet people now, you know, or should they be an outdoor event? I've actually messaged Nick about outdoor events, making like a sort of Bodypower on the road like event where they go around different areas. You know, I've got a few ideas. I did say to him I've got a few ideas, you know, if you wanted any help, I'm here to help, because I'm good at thinking of things like that, because gigs are allowed outdoors. I don't think main gigs, you know, like your Glastonbury and that, but gigs. So by the time you could sort something out, maybe the restrictions will be even lower. But then, of course, would people want to go to an outdoor fitness event? You know, if there's not going to be many stars, or you know, there's so much to think about. I know Nick was a big enthusiast of cars, and a lot of the events which are car related used to be outdoors, you know, a park on grass. They could be like that, like a marquee of fitness companies, you know, like they did with a few special people, like outdoor stronger man events, you know, which World's Strongest Man is all outdoors. So yeah, you know, have guest stars like Eddie Hall. You know, don't have to have loads of stars. It could be still something to look forward to in the summer, even if it's just a one-off event. We don't know, you know. We just can't. We can't see what's going to happen in the future. You know, we don't know what's going to happen with this virus. If it's going to, I just think it's going to stay around for a while. I think it's going to be like the flu, and that people are going to get it, people are not. But as soon as somebody gets it, you have to isolate or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, please leave a comment down below on what you think I should do, and how gutted you are about not going to Bodypower. And of course, it doesn't stop me meeting you. I've already said that I'm willing to do some collaborations with other YouTubers, and it doesn't even have to be YouTubers. If you want to train with me and you're willing to come down to where I train, or if it's somewhere amazing, I'm willing to travel up to you, you know, as long as you buy me a can of Monster or something like that, and I'll get you on video. We'll do a video, we'll do a workout together, and you know, have a good laugh, you know. And you know, it's socializing, it's getting back into the swing of things, meeting people, and getting back to what we love, and that is working out. So on that note, I'm going to leave you now. Please go and watch the next video, and I will see you on Sunday with a video you might actually really enjoy.